Hello, welcome back to the Our Smiling Faces podcast. My name's Kris.
And my name's
Kris.
Deka.
I said Kris.
Start again.
You're snorting. My name's Kris. And I'm joined by Deka. My name's Deka.
Yeah, I thought you had stopped and then like...
Oh, no.
You can't have this one.
We can. We're going for it. We're going for it.
Ridiculous.
We're going for it. Right, we're going for it. Composure.
I'm very composed.
Composure. Right, okay, I'm not. So, this is the West Ham preview.
Second time round.
Second time round. Because we're 10 minutes into the last one and my camera broke. Hence, why this has just happened.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Well, camera froze and
We had some, massive,
Oh,
you've missed it all now.
Yeah.
What I meant on the last podcast, we're going to be absolutely diabolical on this
you've
one.
missed our best ever video, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Deka got naked.
Yeah. We had the dogs on.
Had the dogs on.
Yeah, it was the best one, but the camera froze, so we're here to do it all over again.
Sex Swing came out and we're sexed in.
Yeah.
So, we're back for the West Ham preview. So, Newcastle United have got West Ham coming up on Saturday.
Yeah.
Later on today.
Yeah.
At 5:30. Another game where Sky have shifted it.
Yeah. I'm not lost, I'm not gone. It's better for me, I can watch it on the telly.
Jesus Christ, he's just insulting so many Newcastle fans.
Well, I feel sorry for them, but I'm not going to cry over it tomorrow. I'm not going to lie.
Tonight?
Well, tonight, sorry, yeah, of course I'm not. I feel it is bad for them, but when I'm sitting at 5:30 with me beer, I'm like, yeah, it's amazing, this, like. I'm not going to be going, poor fans, you know. No, I'm not big.
Jesus Christ. I think we might have to go to the third one now.
You can do if you
No,
want, yeah.
do shy. So, West Ham preview. The start lineup. Mankiw was in the team v Burnley.
Yep.
Yedlin was dropped for Mankiw.
Yep.
So going into the West Ham game, is Yedlin returning?
Definitely, yes.
100%?
99.
0.9?
Yeah.
I'm saying 100. 100. There's no chance that Mankiw is keeping that spot ahead of Yedlin. Not a single chance.
Well, yeah, but if I had said to you after Huddersfield, Mankiw was going to start on...
I wouldn't have said 100%.
What?
I wouldn't have said Yedlin was 100% keeping his spot.
Why not?
Because out of all the players on the pitch against Huddersfield,
right,
he's probably the weakest link.
Right. So why is he 100% to come back in? What's he done to prove to come back in?
Because he's mint.
Right, okay. Okay, then fair enough.
No,
sorry,
I think Yedlin is probably the best player in that position.
I agree.
And I think because there was so many consecutive games, hence why Rafa brought him in. I know he was the only one, but look at the miles Yedlin does compared to the other players on the pitch.
Oh yeah, right, fair enough, fine.
So I think that is the reason why, but I think we'll just revert back to that team.
I hope we do, because as I said on the last one, I know he's frustrating because he gets the ball in so many good areas and nothing happens. It is frustrating. You'll bomb down the wing and you think this is it, you'll put the worst ball ever in and you're like, fuck.
He needs to take lessons from Almiron on the other side of the pitch. So you get the ball and he'll cut it back. Yedlin, he doesn't seem to ever cut it back, and if he does, it'll hit the first man.
Yeah.
So you lie just lost it, and 9 out of 10 times the keeper will just pick it up. And Yedlin's just running back, sulking.
It's normally always intercepted. So you're really on the attack and you hit the first man, corner, or whatever. Do you know what I mean? You're like, oh man, there's an opportunity gone. But I don't know if that'll come. I'm not sure if he's just never going to be able to.
There's a lot of fans I've noticed over the last handful of weeks that have criticised Yedlin a great deal because of his defensive rather than his attacking. Attacking wise, he gets in the right positions. He can beat any player on that pitch pace wise, even with the ball.
Oh yeah.
But his delivery of the ball,
it's terrible.
It's not great, is it?
It's terrible. It's well, there's not many worse.
Yeah.
Like in fairness, Murphy maybe.
When you compare them, and people justify that by saying he gets his starting position because he's so well at going forward, and he lacks defensive. But what he makes up defensive wise is if a player gets it on midfield and starts running towards the left wing, Yedlin's back, he'll get that ball.
Yeah, because as I keep saying, I'll have 11 players with his pace. Pace is the biggest weapon.
So if you look back at the video where it's the States v Argentina, Messi gets a ball in midfield.
All right, okay. Right.
So Messi gets a ball. I'm sure it's Messi.
How long ago was this? It's a while ago.
I think he must have been a Spurs player at the time.
Yes. Is it when he burns from midfield?
He just lethal.
I've never seen it.
It looks like the video is fast forward.
Yeah. Well, me and my mate watched that, and I didn't know who he was at that time, and I've watched that video. It's only a short clip, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen anyone run that quick before.
It's ridiculous.
It's unbelievable.
Because
it's amazing footage, that, like.
It looks like, do you know on track and field where people used to get the pens?
Aye. Just give it a 10
now. The pens.
Yeah.
You should run really fast.
Yep. Aye,
that's what Yedlin's like.
Aye. Oh, he is, and I think that's why he'll always be in my team, because of his pace. It's frustrating that the only thing with the defending side of things for me is I still say he gets tucked inside far too much.
He does.
And it drives us insane.
I would not agree that this is what Rafa's asked him to do.
Well, I kind of say it must be, but I didn't see that happen on Tuesday night. I mean, I never seen Manquillo far too far tucked in or anything like that. Well, maybe the reason that was because they just played long ball on Tuesday night. I don't know, but I just sometimes think Yedlin does shuffle across too much, and it almost invites that ball. Oh well, he's open on the left, and I don't know, that annoys us a bit. But
so the West Ham game, obviously, we both agreed that it's going to be the same team that
played Huddersfield.
Yeah.
I think so,
that on the weekend just gone.
Yeah.
In regards to scoreline, if you had to go for one, obviously Newcastle are the informed team right now. We're fourth.
Yeah, fourth
in the form table.
Yeah, they're 15th.
We were first.
Right.
After the game against Burnley.
Then it was.
So obviously this game that followed. So we dropped down to fourth. Yeah. What's the result going to be? And this is like Deka has the most, like, I wouldn't say negative, but
no, you can go negative. That's fine.
No, I wouldn't say negative. I wouldn't say negative. I think you like to think of the worst.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So then,
I think I've just been let down by them so many times, and I always think that. How many times have I said 17th? Like, you know, in the league, I don't know. I always maybe look at the worst case scenario. It's a bit of a terrible answer this, but my head's saying 1-1.
Right, I'll take. If you give us a 1-1 now, I'd take it because it's away from home.
But I'm thinking inside. I think we'll win 2-0.
Right, so I think we'll win the game as well.
Yeah.
But if you did offer us the result of 1-1 before kick-off, I'd take it. It's away from me. You take it all day long.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But I'm gonna say 3-1.
Well, I think it was that last year, or 4-1 last year, wasn't it?
3-1 Newcastle United, and I think this is the game where Almiron will get his goal.
Hey, yes, open. That'd be amazing.
Bigger pitch, isn't it?
Well, I don't know, because it's difficult when you watch it on the telly. I always find it very narrow, but I could be totally wrong when I'm saying it.
Maybe I'm just seeing the gap between.
You watch FIFA,
the pitch and
the. No, yeah.
Yeah, I've had FIFA since 1992.
It's French now.
1992.
I think that pitch is quite narrow, to be honest, from what I've seen when I've watched it. But the bottom line is we're going to go there full of confidence, right?
We have to keep the same formation, no matter what.
Listen, I've said it for 2 years.
Deka's been going about for
2 years.
Since Deka joined the podcast, which was what? 2-3 years ago? 2 years ago?
I think it might be 3, you know.
3?
Championship, was it? The championship.
Deka joined the podcast in the championship year, and from day one, he's been going with the formation that Rafa's playing right now.
Yeah. Always? It's the best formation?
I think you deserve a job at Newcastle United as a coach.
100%, mate.
You'd fit in. We'll just put a Newcastle badge there.
Yeah, imagine.
Put some tracky bottoms on you.
Yeah, and I just stand do this all day.
Look like Igor.
Yeah. No, but that formation will never change. The only way that formation will change is if we'll lose loads of centre halves through injury or suspension. We'll have to go back.
It's because we're blessed with centre halves right now. We're blessed.
But the balance that formation gives you is just unbelievable. We'll look so balanced all over the pitch. You've got 2 centre midfielders that are doing a min job, that are allowed to not really have to go forward. I mean, don't get us wrong, Longstaff did, he broke into the box and scored. But they don't have to do that. They can just sit there and protect the back four. You've got your wing backs who can bomb on, and you're allowing the 3 up front to be a 3 up front. Almost.
You look at the game against Burnley, your centre back bags a goal, and your centre midfielder bags a goal.
You can't ask for any more.
Almiron had a chance.
Yeah, he did very well again. Get the ball.
He did. And the chances are coming. And I'm not scared. Previously, I was thinking where the goal's going to come from.
Yeah, I was
always confident with defence, thinking it's going to be very solid in defence, and if a team scores against us, then fair enough, they've done well to get in that position, or it's going to be an error from our side, where they've got that goal, hence the Spurs game.
Yep, the Wolves game,
yeah, exactly.
Right.
Going forward now, with the addition of Almiron there, obviously, Perez has upped his game because he's had to, because if he doesn't, he's straight out the team, and someone like Atu is going to be straight in there. Because well, not even Atu. You've got Mutu there as well. I know he hasn't been making the bench right now, but you've got Atu, Perez, Mutu, and Almiron. Now you've got 4 players fighting for that same role. No matter which side of the pitch you put them on, they can all play across that field.
I think as well, going back to what we're talking about, Almiron's movement, by him doing what he is doing, Perez on Tuesday night, how many times he picked the ball up and had no one around him? It was countless times. So, and he was infuriating though.
He was. But I want to get the... Do you know the old man I slagged off the week? Well, the weekend. So I had to go at the old man.
I remember.
And I had the confusion about Dummett.
Yeah.
But it wasn't Dummett.
Yeah.
So, again, he's slagging Perez off. And I know we've sat on this podcast, Mark especially, who's not here with me tonight. I've just said how he's thinking dead. He's not dead. So Mark's had a hatred for Perez for God knows how long, right? But I even think Mark's come around to the idea of Perez is improving as it goes on. Obviously, the addition of Almiron, he's had to do so, because if he doesn't, he's going to get dropped. Almiron, Rondon and Perez are working really, really well together. And I know what you're saying about the game against Burnley. He lost the ball quite a bit, Perez, but it's because he was picking the ball up and not really having much option around him.
I don't know.
Do you not agree?
No, I don't. Not in the few times I've seen him. He played some terrible passes through balls. Terrible.
Really?
Shocking. One of them I couldn't.
Do you think I'm giving more of him a benefit of the doubt right now because of the situation?
No, there's nothing wrong with the benefit of the doubt. No, I'm maybe being too critical. To be fair, maybe I am. But what I do think is we're definitely seeing a better player. You know, and I think he's definitely, to me anyway, personally, the last couple of games he's had much more time on the ball. There's a lot of times with Perez, you know, as soon as he gets the ball, he's got to play up his arse immediately, and that is hard to deal with sometimes. Whereas certainly Tuesday night, the amount of times he had time, he actually bringing the ball down, turning with the ball, but he hasn't got the urgency as what Almiron's got. When he gets the ball, there's a sheer right. I don't know. It's like igniting a fire with him. Perez gets it. He's like, yeah, I've got the ball.
So Almiron's like a magnet, isn't he? He's like,
well,
the goal is he's just attracting himself to that goal, isn't he? As soon as he gets the ball, he's just got one idea. He needs to get as close to that goal as possible.
Everything that he does, even a pass, whatever, everything looks urgent. It looks, you know what I mean? It looks like an urgency. When Perez gets it, it's a sense of like, oh, I've got all the time in the world.
Yeah,
it's fine. And
Very
sometimes that's frustrating a little bit when you watch him and you think, right, we're on a break here, chance to be on a break, and you're just having a little look about and you're going forward and you're like, fuck, come on, you know what I mean? Like, move.
Do you think we're being too harsh though?
Maybe.
Because he's done well.
Yeah, he's done well. Now, that's the thing though. Just by me saying that, it annoys that he's not.
It's not you saying, I want to drop off from the team.
No, absolutely.
Because people will take it.
I'm just saying that they're the annoying points that I find of him. It's just sometimes I just feel that he plays the game at his own pace sometimes. What I've been unbelievably pleased with him though is he's taking tackles, he's making tackles. He's been a lot more stronger on the ball, and that's amazing to see because normally he's just flying all over the place.
We mentioned before 50-50 challenges. He's been going in with them.
No, he has. He did on Tuesday. He did loads of times on Tuesday. And I was like, bloody hell, this is like a new bloke. And
what I want to mention, if you go way back, and we mentioned this on the last podcast after the Huddersfield game, Cisse, right? So Cisse was finding those positions. Players weren't giving the ball to him. Fans criticised him for being offside, right? Yes, he was offside, but the reason he was offside because the ball wasn't getting played to him. I've got a funny feeling that this might happen with Almiron, because I think there's so many players, especially when we're picking up midfield, they probably don't see Almiron making the initial run because we're sitting in a better spot than what the players are on the field.
Absolutely.
Of course, we can see everything what's happening on that field.
That's why Shaw's unreal.
But Almiron is so clever with his runs. It's crazy how clever he is. So he'll drop in, so he's straight like running back towards midfield, towards our goal, then he's away.
Yeah.
And it happens time and time again.
He
and the players haven't looked up to see what he's doing.
No, I agree. A lot of times he runs square. So like if he's on one side of the field, he'd be running towards like the other side of the field.
Like towards a wing.
A total straight line, and then he makes his bend.
Ducks in.
The only reason why I think he won't be as offside as many times as Cisse is because he just plays a different position.
Yeah.
He plays deeper, so he's allowing to start his run.
Got a bit of leeway, hasn't he?
Yes, whereas Cisse was front line. So when Cisse was making his run, he's offside or whatever.
So Shelby's talking point at the minute, he requested to play for the under 23s because he's not getting his game time. So he played tonight, he scored a goal tonight.
Awesome, well done.
Do you think if someone like Shelby came in at the team, do you think that he'd be the one that putting the balls through for Almiron.
Completely agree. Because Russ, you'd be watching probably Russ, me gaffer, he said exactly that. He said that Shelby, out of any time that we have had, if Shelby could play for us and see the benefit of Shelby, it probably would be with someone like Almiron, because you've got someone that's making them. Shelby would find him all day.
So it'd be interesting to know how many goals Shelby set up for Dwight Gale.
Oh, probably all. As tough as it sounds,
why he might be a great addition to the team right now. But who do you drop?
No, you don't drop anybody.
Exactly.
No, you don't drop anyone. No, you don't.
The centre back pair, the centre midfield partnership right now with Hayden and Longstaff. Start the season, you say those two are going to be the starting midfielders. You can think, well, Jesus Christ, we're getting relegated.
This is where we'll have to remember that what you've just said there. In years to come, or wherever it might be, and you sit and you go, our centre midfielders, it might not be Longstaff and Hayden by that point, of course, probably not be, but you've got him, and it's not good enough. You have to remember that. There is players out there that can be good enough. Like, but this is Hayden and Longstaff and centre midfield.
This is the second time this season we've said it.
Yeah.
So Kay came in and we said exactly the same. Jesus Christ, we're going to get relegated. He came in, did a job.
I wasn't too glad about that one.
When Shelby got the team and Kay dropped him, I thought, is he good enough?
Yeah, fair comment. Yeah.
Then obviously he did well.
Yeah.
Him and Diome in there. Kiome.
Yeah.
Then obviously he goes away.
And then
Diome's disappeared from the team. He made appearance on Tuesday night.
Yeah, he did.
And then you get Longstaff and Hayden come in, the two English lads in midfield there, and they've been great.
Unbelievable. Like you cannot ask any more, can you?
You can't drop those. You can't drop anyone.
Hayden's been the perfect foil for Longstaff. Like to be fair,
he's been like singing his praises this week.
Who was sorry?
Hayden. About Longstaff.
Oh, he's got it, hasn't he? I mean, the guy's unbelievable.
He's like so humble in everything that he does.
He's class, brilliant, man, brilliant, and he's. I don't know. I can't even describe how happy I am with him. I almost went and bought that of that. That one, the new one of that. And he went and bought that with his name on the back. Yesterday, I was that far away.
With who on the back?
Longstaff.
Oh right.
I was that far away. Yeah. But I didn't.
Why did not go all the way?
I just didn't. I went up my dinner and I went somewhere else.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But I was very tempted though. I honestly was. I really was.
Right, so score predictions, you went 2-0. I'm going 3-1.
Yeah. 1-1 in my head. But yeah, 2-0. Yeah, I'm gonna go for 2-0. Yeah.
Aaron
will score and run on.
Aaron needs FIFA video, so if you haven't seen Aaron's FIFA video, just check that one out. I won't ruin it now, but he kills Rondon. And also, we've brought Andy in on the YouTube channel. Yep. Andy's just done an interview with an American West Ham fan. It's a great interview, so if you haven't seen that yet, just go and check that one out. And you'll be impressed by that one, I promise you. And over this one, anything else?
One thing I'm looking forward to was the battle between Longstaff and Rice, because that's been talked about so much that these are
different players, aren't they?
Well, they're both play centre midfield, so he's a bit more sitting than what Longstaff is, but these two have been, like, Rice is getting loads of compliments, and because he's from London, obviously, and there's really talk that these are going to be the next two coming through. So I'm really hoping.
Great, that's great. Encourage them. Like, let's stop comparing them. Like, encourage them.
No, I want Rice to be absolute shit, and I want Longstaff.
I know, but I'm saying, like,
oh, you mean for the future of the game?
Yeah, there's lots of people.
I'll deal with that. I'll deal with that after the
deal with that tonight.
Tonight, sorry.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. If you do want a t-shirt, go to guillermoclothing.co.uk. I don't even think that's a website. I've just said that website completely wrong, but the link's below. 10% discount for AWSF Pod.
Cheers.